Right, so these speakers are the WaveMasters. We've had them for about a good couple of months, but the review couldn't be released, and now it's ready to obviously be shown to the whole world. And I've been looking on their site, and they've got all of these lovely looking speakers, and I thought, wow, this just looks so cool. So I actually plugged them in, tested them, because I thought nothing much of them, because they don't look like much of them. They're quite heavy, but not too heavy, and it looked like someone was obviously, like, I'm good at woodwork and started carving them out and stuff, and it made some speakers. But yeah, they are pretty cool, and I can't wait for you to listen to them. So these are the Cube Neo versions. These are their brand spanking new ones for 2018. Of this video is August 22nd, and I think it comes out either sometime this week or next week with this following review of these. As I said, tested them ages ago, really quite cool. Let's go through it anyway. So it's got a nice little speaker grill on the front, and this wood look design, but it's very aggressive. It's not even varnished. It feels barely sanded. It just feels awesome. These are what you call bookshelf speakers, that are the size of bookshelf speakers, and the like shelf is wrapped around to make the speaker itself. It's got bass holes at the back there. It's also got the AC on, so you can turn it on from the back. Then it's got the speaker cable, which is copper, and it's got one side is silver, one side is copper, and obviously it's red and black, so you know which way to put them in. It's got a subwoofer out as well, output here, optical out as well on the back here, line in for line 2 on the back here, so it give you RCA cables or phono cables, whatever you want to call it. Your AC connection for the back as well, and then line in 1, which is a 3.5mm jack. They include that as well, so you're pretty much there. I think on this one it's a 3.5mm, so it's a, yeah, that's it. So we've got a decent length, so probably about 1 meter of cable, and this is a 3.5mm dual black end connection going to RCA or phono cables, and then obviously a dual male and double like black end as well. It's got a nice little grip, so you can put it in and out. That's pretty cool. Cable itself, as a bookshelf speaker, you got longer than this basically, so that's definitely over 1 meter right there. And then obviously I'm just going to plug it in and then connect it up. This has got Bluetooth, and then obviously got line 1, line 2, and optical out, so 4 devices you can plug it into. You do have an LED indicator light that comes up on here. Power button is on the front. Your sensor button there to obviously turn it up and turn it down, which is included in this lovely brushed plastic remote control. It does come, well, I'm sure it did come with batteries, but I don't think I've gone, maybe it didn't. But AAA battery is just what you're going to need to obviously use a remote control to control your settings, because you've got bass, treble. So you've got bass at the top, so plus for increments to turn the bass up so it's more heavier or punchy, if you can get that out of these little speakers. Then obviously lower decreasement, then treble for lower decreasement on the left hand side, and right hand side is to obviously increase it, get you nice little clear tones. You've got tone defeat as well, and you've got loudness. And you've got source, which will flick through from line 1, line 2, then obviously optical out and Bluetooth, and you've got volume mute, and then volume rocker down and volume rocker up. And that's how simple it is. It's just a simple remote. It looks pretty stylish, and it's not too big, not too small. I'm going to plug this in right now and see if there's any lights on the front, because it does shine up pretty well. Well, it does if it works anyway. Oh, didn't turn it on. So there you go, there's a red light on the front, green light, blue light, no, white light, sorry, then off, and then blue light. So those are the little increments that you can go through, so that's pretty cool. But first thing, you really want to see what it sounds like, or see visually what it sounds like, or hear what it sounds like, kind of. Anyway, we're going to use a microphone from here. The microphone is slightly up here, and we've got a definition of depth from about 1 meter away from the wall. This wall is a hollow wall, so it will produce a bit more punchy bass. I know for a fact that these speakers do not distort at all. They're really awesome. They remind me of Edifier speakers when I first got the first Edifier speakers, and they were making an introduction to the world of like making great sounds at more of a better price to relate to. And now they've been around for years, and their speakers are okay and stuff, and they're really good, and they make loads of speakers. This is the sort of thing what I expect from WaveMaster to do as well. They do make computer speakers, so you can use these as computer speakers, or you can use them for your like needs when you're reading a book and stuff, but you can also have them for little parties or whatever. It's really quite cool. So first things first, I'm going to go through Bluetooth, which is on at the moment. I think this might be connected to my phone, not too sure. Yep, it's connected. Right. But I'm going to just be playing some tracks that are not going to be like for my video. They're literally, there's tracks that I use in my videos, and but I can't find every single song, so it'll take ages. But just going to play what's new at the moment, so you can hear the clarity of sound, or get a justified version of what I'm trying to play. Everything will be up at full blast as well. Right, so what I can definitely tell you is line 1 and line 2 is louder than Bluetooth, but Bluetooth's a lot more clean and crisper, and I swear to God it does fill the room, and this is quite a big room, and it fills the room, and it feels like, sometimes it feels like it's got like a bit of 3D sound to it, because it's got a massive wide stage. It doesn't feel like the normal 2 speaker setup, especially bookshelf. It sounds like a very high quality, it sounds like it's well made. I can't really describe how these could be like so good. They just look like they've hardly been like they're not varnished, they're not smoothed off or anything like that. They just look rugged, but they look nice at the same time. Very, very standing out-ish. But the sound quality is like, for the Bluetooth, phenomenal. It's really, really geared into the right direction. If you're an audiophile, you can definitely hear the low ends of the bass, but it's not too overcompetent. The treble is nice. You can hear the trebles all over the place, like left and right, but sometimes it feels like it's a little bit over there, a little bit over there. The speakers are directly at the microphone, so where I was standing, over to the right, to the left, and directly in the middle, it felt like it was all around. So that's pretty awesome. The highs are really crisp, and like it's like a pin dropping. You can definitely hear the differentiate between the stupid highs. You know, like when their highs are so stupid, and you're like, the speaker sound is so great, and then it just spoils it. These sound so clean. It's like the pins dropping, but there's no like horrible hiss or anything like that. It just sounds normal, and this is straight from streaming online on an MP3. So imagine playing full like wave like sound and stuff, or playing it for a record player, or playing it for a Blu-ray and that. Definitely, if you're going to be making a bit of music, you could use these as half studio speakers. They're not half bad at all. For quality of sound, for the wide sound stage on Bluetooth, I would definitely, without any distortion really, probably about 3% or 4% of distortion I can hear from it, I would give that probably a good solid 9 out of 10 for the sound for that. For when it connected to line 1 it definitely distorted, but it was at a higher volume. But you do have a little miniature equalizer where you can turn down the bass and the treble. and you've got a loudness button and a tone defeat, so you can change the sound to your own preferences to like knock the bass down a bit, so obviously you can get it sounding more balanced. But yeah, on Bluetooth it's unbeatable at the moment. These are like one of the best speakers that I've tested at Bluetooth, and just blew my mind, definitely. Line 1, line 2, very loud. You definitely get a lot more louder sound, but the sound is a bit more muffled, and I don't know why that is, but I'm glad I did test it, because I weren't going to test it because I thought it would be great. When I last tested it, I tested it on Bluetooth and it still sounded great after 2 months ago, so it's really awesome. I really do like them. There'll be a link in the description down below, so hopefully when this video goes up, the speakers will be available for you to buy. They do sell some other ones, but I haven't tested the other ones. These are the very first, and I didn't think they were going to be great. But yeah, I'm mind blown. It's really cool. You've got little bass holes. They're just the right length. Obviously the hollow wall as well. But the thing is, I played them in my office and I just put them random. One speaker on the floor, one speaker on the table. There was no hollow walls or nothing like that, and it still sounded great. So this means that you don't have to use them as bookshelves. You can use them anywhere in your house or anywhere at work or whatever. They sound awesome. Definitely 100% recommend these speakers without a doubt. I love them. I think they look good, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. They stand out, and the sound stands out as well. If the people listen to these around your house, they're gonna be blown away. And the thing is, you don't need to have them near a hollow wall to make them sound great, because I just proved that actually in the office. I obviously didn't record it back then because I thought the speakers were going to be coming to go to review within a week, but then 2 months later, here we are today. But you can take it from me, I've done a lot of speaker reviews, and these have actually blown my mind in Bluetooth mode. Obviously in line and line 2, they're kind of just standard like normal speakers and stuff like that, but they sound good, but they're just a bit muffled. So the bass is a bit too heavy, and it's obviously distorting. But as I said, you can change the bass around and then have it so it's more manageable to listen to. It didn't hurt my ears I should say. It just felt clean, relaxing, and a joy to listen to. So, well, good job, WaveMasters. Yeah, good job. Anyway, if you like this review and you thought this was helpful, subscribe, share, like. Links in the description down below, as I said, to go and buy these speakers, or if they're not there, there'll be something else in the description, but there probably will be. It will take you right there and have a look at their other speakers. Yeah, I'm glad I had the opportunity to have a listen to these bad boys. Definitely good, or bad girls, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, I'm Roger, and I'm out.